Billionaires don't do messy breakups with their secret lovers, they reward your obedience, erase your existence, and replace you with royalty overnight. Pale morning light cut through the floor-to-ceiling windows, laying bare the cold emptiness of the king-size bed. Jody Holden woke up alone, the familiar chill of abandonment wrapping around her. Armand Taylor was gone long before dawn. No goodbye, no note, no lingering warmth. For 5 years, their toxic routine never changed, burning, possessive intimacy at night, and hollow, ruthless indifference at sunrise. The only proof of their midnight entanglement was the silk nightgown on the marble floor, its strap torn apart by his rough, greedy touch. Armand always disguised his domineering possession as tender affection, trapping Jody in a one-sided ambiguous affair. For half a decade, she played the perfect docile secret lover, swallowing her pride and hiding her true feelings, foolishly hoping her consistent obedience would one day turn their transactional bond into real love. She reached for her phone out of ingrained habit, dreading the empty screen. As expected, there were no messages, no missed calls. Once daylight fell, she was nothing more than a fleeting midnight distraction in Armand's glamorous elite world. Desperate for any sign of being valued, she opened her email and froze at the official unread message from Taylor Corp. Family Office. After entering her long-memorized password, she was met with a cold, blunt notice, only a digital key and a luxury Central Park penthouse address, no explanation, no warmth. Jody instantly understood. This was no romantic gift. It was a calculated relocation, a fancy way to tuck her away and clean up Armand's public image before his next big move. Seconds later, a bank alert flashed across her screen, a staggering 7-figure sum had entered her private account. Numbed by the shock, she fumbled her phone, which clattered onto the cold floor. This was no monthly allowance. It was cold severance pay, a brutal wholesale purchase of her 5 years of silence, obedience, and hidden intimacy. Overcoming her fear, she dialed Armand's private line, a choice she hadn't dared make in over a year. The phone rang 6 tortuous times before he picked up. The loud roar of helicopter rotors in the background spoke volumes. He was living in his untouchable high society sphere, completely detached from her lonely world. Jody. His tone was sharp, impatient, annoyed at being interrupted. Jody masked her heartbreak and kept her voice steady. I received the email and the transfer. N. His cold reply held zero emotion. Armand, what is this? She whispered softly. A dry, cruel chuckle came through the line. A reward. For last night. For your obedience. The word struck her like a harsh slap. Every late night, every compromise, every piece of her hidden devotion had been priced and bought like a disposable service. Her blood ran cold, all her lingering hope vanishing in an instant. The apartment is for your convenience. Don't be difficult, he said, his impatience obvious. He truly believed she was ungrateful for his lavish gifts, completely unaware he had stripped her of every last shred of her dignity. To him, their 5-year ambiguous love was never more than a business transaction. I understand. She ended the call quietly, knowing any emotion would be labeled troublesome and irrational. Barefoot, she stood by the window, staring at the glittering yet heartless New York skyline, a perfect reflection of Armand himself. The faint purple hickeys on her neck, once intimate marks of his possession, now made her nauseous. She finally saw the truth. The penthouse and 7-figure payout were gilded handcuffs, an expensive gag order meant to lock her up and silence her forever. Seeking a distraction, she opened the news app, only to be crushed by a top headline, Taylor Corp CEO Armand Taylor to announce engagement to European royalty. The attached gala photo showed Armand gazing tenderly at his royal fiancée, a soft, devoted look he had never once given Jody in 5 years of hidden intimacy. Everything clicked into place. The new apartment, the massive payout, the so-called reward, all of it was a cold cleanup operation. He was erasing his secret lover, scrubbing every trace of their messy affair to make way for his perfect, legitimate royal marriage. A broken, silent laugh escaped her, followed by burning tears. She finally realized the bitter price of her 5 years of blind obedience. Their long, tangled ambiguous relationship was over, ended in the most humiliating way possible. Jody thought she was finally free from Armand's controlling game, unaware that his generous severance was not an ending, but a carefully laid legal trap that would bind her to him, far more ruthlessly.